was disappointing to come up short. Our guys put a lot into that game, and really wanted to get off to a great start and help our team win. And felt like we did some really good things. They played with phenomenal effort. There's some really there's some instances of really high level of execution, and then some things that we can do better, and some plays that are more average plays that we didn't make, communication wise, and things that we need to do a better job of making sure that, that we get everybody on the same page, start with me. And so some of those things were disappointing that we left some out there, but I felt like, there were a lot of bright spots, and really felt good about some of the guys that were playing their first games.
What'd you think of the Tyler and Cade combo?
Yeah, I thought both guys did a nice job executing. Tyre had the unfortunate interception where he's trying to throw the ball away, just didn't quite get it, out of bounds. But other than that, was played unbelievably. And Cade really threw some nice balls and executed, what we asked him to do. So I thought both those guys gave us a chance to win and really did some good things.
I know Cade did throw the touchdown pass, but it looked like on a couple of his plays, he wasn't helped by his line. He got smothered pretty early. Is there any issue with communication or timing?
No, not at all. That's it. That's just, that we had one protection where we didn't pick up the edge, and that was disappointing, and just got to do a better job in that situation. We had another play action that was certainly open, and I believe he would have completed, and we didn't do a good enough job in the protection.
And lastly, you mentioned it earlier in your opening statement, but it looked like the 3 series, other than the interception series, that you guys got off to a bad start on, like first and second down. Those were they all failed. Is that how concerning is that to you, or is that just typical of this time of season?
Well, I mean, I think if you have 2nd and 10, it's tough, and I think. 2 drives, maybe one we were 2nd and 11, and then we were 2nd and 10 on another. We had a drop, so that was, that's certainly put us a little bit behind the 8 ball in a couple of instances. But in a limited possession game, those are things that you can't have happen. So, I mean, obviously, we want to execute better on first down so that we can convert more third downs and not have to go to 4th down, which we did really well in the game. There were 3 4th downs. The last one was 4th and 10. But the other 2 4th downs, we did a really nice job in short yardage.
Thanks, Brent.
Mm-hmm. Go to Tom.
Hey, Coach, Tom Shanahan. I think it was after the last scrimmage, Coach Munkin was pretty critical of the line play, blocking, saying we're not going to be able to win games the way we're blocking. Where are we at now after this first game, since the offense was kind of inconsistent? Weren't able to drive the ball like usual, but you did have an explosion play.
I don't know if I agree with you, Tom, on that, saying we were inconsistent. I mean, I don't think that we were up to where we want to be, but I don't know if I'd agree with that and just pin that on us. But so I thought those guys up front did some really good things. The things that are disappointing are the times we didn't protect the passer and have a chance to take advantage of some things that were there for us. That's disappointing. I thought we got good movement on a lot of things. I thought there was time when we needed to get tough yards. We moved people, and we're able to convert 4th downs against some, what I thought was a good front. Going in, we didn't really know who all was going to be playing there. A lot of guys were new, but they've got some really physical guys up front. I thought they did a nice job. But when you watch the film, we had some guys playing for the first time: Jackson Flipwood, Shane Buckingham, Simon Dellinger, who really did a nice job of getting some push and helping us establish some things. So I thought, overall for a first game, those guys played really well. It wasn't good enough. There's some more. Obviously, we have to make more plays in order to win the football game.
And then there were some great explosion plays. You feel good about that being a characteristic this year?
Yeah, I mean, if you execute in our offense, you have a chance to hit explosive plays, and that's something we were able to do last year as well. So that was good to see, and I think, as hard as it was to watch, when we didn't get things executed, we were able to come in and tell the guys, hey, when we execute, this is what has a chance to happen, and just as simple as a guy having his eyes in the right place to pick up a blitzer, and we probably have another touchdown there, and we have a chance to give our team a chance to onside kick and have a chance to maybe win the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ken.
Hey, Coach, good to see you.
Sure.
Must have been, you had some exciting moments on Saturday night. Certainly on the first drive when Terrell Robinson broke that play 70 yards. Looked like an off tackle play. He credited his right tackle with making the block, Shane Buckingham. Tell us a little bit about that one.
It's just a little counter trap that we've run, for a few years, and actually, I think they ran it before we got here as well. But it fits us really well. Tyrell's done a really good job of running that play, and it's a play where if we execute and get people covered up, it has a chance to go, to be an explosive play. And Tyrell did a nice job of finishing that, and it was a great block by Shane Buckingham, just having his eyes in the right place and really playing fast. So that was a nice highlight.
And then the second quarter, you got it down the field, and I think it was a 4th and 2, and Jacoby Buchanan was able to convert that. And then right after that was able to really power his way in for a touchdown. I think he needed every bit of his strength to get in the end zone for that play. What did you think of his effort on those couple of plays?
Outstanding. Just like he's always been, just keeping his feet churning, and we got some good push. Connor Finucane, I thought he played excellent. Really had a nice game, and on those plays, that's who we went behind, and did a great job of digging this guy out of there, and then Jacoby just kind of doing what he does, running behind his pads, and he's really just got great feet and finding seams, and so that's kind of what we expect, when you get in those situations that we expect to convert those, and he's obviously done a tremendous job of that.
And that third quarter, that terrific pass by Tajon Marshall went for 54 yards. Tyre said afterwards that they'd been practicing that play all summer, and it came out. What is it like for you to watch that play develop and then be successful?
Well, I think that having Tyre throw that, I think is good for us as an offense, just for people's perception of him as, he's the running quarterback. And I've said for a long time, he's really improved in the passing game. He can make all the throws we need him to. And so it's good to just see. I wasn't surprised. It was just good to see the execution of something that we thought would be there. That's something we've got to be able to do, and anticipate doing more of it.
Were you surprised that the Coastal defense was set up however it was the fourth quarter for Cade Ballard? Everybody knows he can pass the ball, and then he gets it downfield to Brahim Murphy, went 73 yards. Are you surprised you're able to get 2 long touchdowns in the game?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. Those are plays that our guys can execute. Again, I thought we had one more. We just got to get everybody on the same page. Got to do a better job making sure guys are aware during the week of where the things could come from, and that's on me. But no, I wasn't surprised at all. They didn't play Cade any differently than they played Tyre. So there was the same setup and same defense. Different situation maybe. That we were down 10 points, I guess, when Cade threw his touchdown pass, but really the same setup schematically and everything else.
Hey, just a final question on your opponent this week, Texas San Antonio, coming off the overtime loss against Houston. Their top tackler, Donovan Newton, linebacker, captain, had 11 tackles. What do you see in the Texas San Antonio defense?
Yeah, I think they're really physical. They're a really good defense. It'll be one of the better defenses we'll play, and athletic. The last time we played them was really fist fight in there in the trenches, and they've got some guys that can hold their ground, and linebackers that love to plug and are really physical, and then the guys in the secondary like to mix it up. They're a physical group. They're really well coached. They've got a really good plan, and it'll be a great challenge for us.